Not long.
I'd like to call the meeting to order. We're not on yet, Rich. Still not on. Are we on? Hello? Got it now? Okay, I'll say it again. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Roll call of aldermen.
Alderman Hazel.
Here.
Alderman Kinsella.
Here.
Alderwoman Pusa. Here. Alderman Bittner. Here. Alderman Randall. Here. Alderman Tyler. Here. Alderman Anthony.
Here.
Alderman Ovian.
Here.
Alderwoman Schaefer.
Here.
Alderman Dintelman.
Here.
Alderman Gott.
Here.
Alderwoman Steele. Here. Alderman Wygant.
Here.
Alderman Elmore.
Here.
Alderman Wiggington.
Here.
Alderman Barfield.
Here.
All the aldermen, 16 are present. Roll call of department heads.
City Treasurer Hart.
Here.
City Attorney Horner.
Here.
Police Chief Bill Clay. Fire Chief Tom Poor.
Here.
Finance Director Jamie Matrit. City Engineer Tim Gregowitz. Director of Maintenance Ken Vaughn. Human Resource Director Sherry Faber. Director of Parks and Recreation Debbie Belleville. Health and Housing Director Bob Sabo.
Here.
Director of Public Works Jason Poole. Director of Wastewater Royce Carlisle.
Here.
Director of Economic Development Anissa McCaskill. Director of Library Leander Spearman.
Jamie's excused, Chief Clay's excused, and Assistant Police Chief Matt Eiskan is here on his behalf. I'd also like to ask John Philibom, please stand. John's going to be, just start his first day today. He's going to be working with Bob Sabo, and when Bob goes off into the sunset in October, John's going to take over Health and Housing. So, John, welcome back to Belleville. Okay. We did the two. At this time, if all those are able, would you please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Remind everybody that we are being audio and video recorded, so please use the microphones. We'll start public participation in just a couple minutes, and when we do, I ask that you would raise your hands. Once I call on you, come forward to the microphone, speak into the microphone, give your name, and keep your topic to about 2 to 3 minutes on a city topic, preferably something that's on the agenda, but at least city business. Before I do that, I just want to remind everybody, because we do have a few new faces, if we ever had to leave this facility for the sake of smoke or fire, we'd ask you to leave calmly. The staff, we got a lot of police officers and staff here, but there's a couple doors you can go out. But we ask that you carefully cross the street and would go in front of the courthouse sign so we can kind of ask each other if the people you came with got out properly. If we had a storm, bad weather ever, or a reason to go seek shelter, we have a storm area that's designated in the basement. You would go across the lobby to right there by the city clerk sign to the desk and treasurer. There's a set of stairways. Staff, once again, will show you and help you down carefully to have a place safe in the basement until the all clear. So those are a few pieces of information we need to share. The public hearing that was scheduled for this evening, I'm asking for a motion to officially table it. What happened was we had a error, technicality, but words make a difference. We didn't notify, we had Smithton, but we didn't notify Smithton Township, I think it was. Is that correct? I think that was the problem. So we're going to have to re-advertise it legally, and we'll have the public hearing for that annexation of 510 Schluter Germain Road. We apologize, but things like that occasionally happen, and that was new property we annexed out that way to begin with, not too many years ago, although quite a few now. I ask for a motion to table. Alderman Kinsella, second by Alderman Hazel. Any discussion on that? All in favor of tabling that public hearing till hopefully next meeting? Lisa, can we get it done by next meeting?
Not by next meeting, probably the first meeting of next month.
So the first meeting of October, we'll table it to that. Is that okay, gentlemen, to include that in there?
Yes.
Because there's a time factor of mailing letters, et cetera. All in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We now go to public participation. If anyone would like to speak, raise your hand and I will recognize you. Anyone this evening? Yes, sir.
maybe somebody's aware, maybe not, but I don't stand during the Pledge of Allegiance because I think the flag and the Pledge of Allegiance is more important than this county, city and county can't even run an honest election. So what does that say about their highfalutin Pledge of Allegiance? And the newspaper says crime is down in Belleville, but every day the paper reports robberies, rapes, murders, child killing and abuse, drug dealing, etc. Union School came in way over budget and had a Missouri company as main contractor do the work. Whatever happened to spending money in Belleville, or at least in Illinois, Democrats are doing electioneering on taxpayer time. That's dishonest and illegal. Cars, where I live, cars are on the stop sign at 29th and Godfrey. They don't even slow down. This goes on day and night. And and that is in a school zone, Lindenwood and Union Grade School. I don't know if it is just disrespect for the police or Belleville or what. Maybe just general disrespect for the people who run Belleville. And people and businesses are leaving town. I'm wondering why is that? And third thing, I was in League Lounge the other day minding my own business, and one of the regular customers comes up and tells me he's going to shoot me the next time he sees me. And I told lady next to me, write that down, 10:30. He says he's going to kill me. 15 minutes later, he comes up to me with fire in his eyes, so I hit him in the head with a beer bottle. And
Stuart, hold it.
one more sentence. Then the female bartender started telling lies about me. I guess a $2 tip is not enough for one or two beers. Thank you.
Stuart, let me just tell you this, though. If you have anyone threaten you, you need to call the police, and you don't need to be getting into a scuffle. Just do the right thing and call the police.
By the time, I've called the police. One time at 2 o'clock in the morning, some black guy knocked on my door. He was shaking. You could see he was so scared. And he said, could you call the police? There's 3 guys out in the street threatening to kill me. And I looked out there. There's 3 guys, all right. So I called the police, and it took him 10 minutes to get there. He'd have been dead if he had depended on the police.
Thank you, Stuart. Anyone else this evening? Hearing no one else, seeing no one else raise their hand, I'm going to close public participation, and we're going to move into presentations, recognitions, and appointments. And the only thing we have this evening is I do want to recommend that the character word of the month is respect, meaning showing regard for self, others, property, and those in authority. And I think you see the respect, the character words throughout the various billboards in the city that the schools have, the signs, and they're a good reminder that we should all follow those 12 character words. At this time, we go to the regular portion of the meeting, and I would ask for a motion to approve the city council meeting minutes and the executive session meeting minutes of August 20th, 2018. Alderman Wiggington, motion, second by Schaefer. Any additions or corrections? Yes, sir.
I'd like to add one other item as an addendum. When I brought up at the last meeting regarding the amusement for the salon people, what I forgot to mention was that you have the salon people and also physical therapists who basically do not pay any sales tax.
Okay, but do you forget to add this, or did we miswrite it? Okay, I think to add something to the minutes we can't do. If it was misquoted, we would, but I think you'll have to, I think what you need to do, though, is bring it back, maybe you can do it under miscellaneous and new business or some, or old business, bring it, and we can get the statement in the minutes, but it's really nothing, we can correct the minutes if you didn't say it. Okay? Any other additions or corrections? Hearing none, all in favor of receiving and filing the minutes signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We go on to the claims, payroll, and disbursements. I'd like to ask for a motion to pay the claims and disbursements in the amount of $3,550,073.26, and the payroll in the amount of $892,018.92. Motion by Alderman Pusa, second by Alderman Anthony. Any questions or comments about this motion? Hearing none, I'd call for a roll call.
Hazel.
Aye.
Kinsella.
Aye.
Pusa. Bittner. Randall. Tyler. Anthony. Ovian. Schaefer. Dintelman. Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Wygant. Elmore. Wiggington. Barfield.
Motion carries. This time we go to the committees with the Zoning Board of Appeals, and I think what I'm going to ask is there any concern about reading these together? Yes, sir.
Could we read, sorry,
11.
color trucking 11A 6 separately?
Okay, that's the one, yeah, I knew there was one. Okay, so we'll read that separate. So if there's no problem with the rest of them, we can read together? I'm going to ask for a motion to read by title, not title only, I'm sorry, I'm reading ordinances. Ask for the clerk to read these recommendations from the zoning board, 11A, 11A4, 11A5, 11A7, 11A8, and 11A9. So Jenny, would you read those first, and then we'll ask for a motion to their consideration.
11A1, 45 August 18, Alan Sin, a request for a special use permit to operate storage buildings at 653 Carlisle Avenue, parcel number 08230305020, located in a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable sections of the zoning code 162.248 and 162.515, Ward 7. Zoning board unanimously recommended approval. 11A2, 46 August 18, Alan Sin, a request for a special use permit to construct buildings larger than 150 square feet with metal exteriors at 653 Carlisle Avenue, parcel number 08230305020, located in a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable sections of the zoning code 162.248 and 162.515, Ward 7. Zoning board unanimously recommended approval. 11A3, 47 August 18, Alan Sin, a request for an area bulk variance to construct fencing more than 6 feet in height at 653 Carlisle Avenue, parcel number 08230305020, located in a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable sections of the zoning code 162.392 and 162.570, Ward 7. Zoning board unanimously recommended approval. 11A4, 48 August 18, Adrenaline Prince LLC, a request for a sign installation permit in the area of special control for signage at 126 East Main Street, parcel number 08220338049, located in a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable sections of the zoning code 155.052 and 155.053, Ward 6. Zoning board unanimously recommended approval with the stipulation the sign on the awning be no larger than 6 foot by 3 foot. 11A5, 49 August 18, Daniel and Robbie Fogarty Hayden, a request for a special use permit for a liquor license at 223 East Main Street, the Wine Tap, parcel number 08220334033 and 08220334034, located in a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable sections of the zoning code 162.248 and 162.515, Ward 2. Zoning board unanimously recommended approval in the name of the applicant only. 11A7, 51 August 18, Salinas Property Management Incorporated, a request for an amendment to a planned unit development, ordinance number 6633, to permit the construction of a single-family residence at 3424 and 3428 Berwyn Green Drive and 3432 Berwyn Green Drive, 2080 Wexford Greenway, parcel number 08260212081, 08260212082, 08260212090, and 08260212089. Applicable sections of the zoning code 162.050, Ward 7. Zoning board unanimously recommended approval. 11A8, 52 August 18, Lincoln Theater Incorporated, a request for a special use permit for a liquor license at 103 East Main Street, Lincoln Theater, parcel number 08220-333-036, located in a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable sections of the zoning code 162.248 and 162.515, Ward 2. Zoning board unanimously recommended approval in the name of the applicant only. 11A9, 53 August 18, Wortman Stores, a request for an area bulk variance to construct a sign larger than the allowed maximum dimensions at 9434 South Demazanad Drive, parcel number 07030-300-008, located in a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable sections of the zoning code 155.004 and 155.028 and 162.570, Ward 8. Zoning board unanimously recommended approval.
Okay, I'd like to ask for a motion to approve the zoning board recommendations and have the proper ordinances drawn. 11A1, 11A2, 11A3, 11A4, 11A5, 11A7, 11A8, and 11A9. Do I hear a motion? Motion by Alderman Schaefer, second by Alderman Diddleman. Discussion on the motions read, and this is also to have the proper ordinances drawn. All in favor of these motions signify by saying aye. Aye. Oppose? Motion carries. We go now to the one that we skipped over, 11A5, was that one? 6, I'm sorry. 6, okay.
11A6, 50 August 18, Keller Trucking on the Road, LLC, a request for a sign installation permit in the area of special control for signage at 6 and 8 South Church Street, parcel number 08220-340-002, located in a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable sections of the zoning code 155.052 and 155.053, Ward 6. Zoning board unanimously recommended denial.
Alderman Gah.
Okay, from what I understand, the owner of Keller Trucking on the Road was not there at the meeting, was out of town, so sent somebody else in their place. And the zoning board really did not approve of the large sign, which is in the front of the building, but they were in favor of the smaller signs on the door, but they couldn't really negotiate with the person because the owner wasn't there, so it kind of left it at not approving. So I was wondering if we could tonight approve the smaller signs on the door, and then they could go back then to the zoning board and then revisit the sign and maybe submit a smaller sign or a different sign and work with zoning board a little bit more.
Mr. Elmore.
I was at the zoning board meeting that night, I believe, just Alderman Pusa and myself. And that's right, it wasn't the exact representation they wanted, it was a family member or something, but this, I did ask, the zoning board asked the applicant, and they did, if this was a walk-in business, and they said absolutely not. There was no walk-in people, other than people applying for a job occasionally, but it was office mercantile, not office retail.
Right.
And I thought that they might look at other offices downtown where you have vinyl lettering just on the glass, like other office, like a lawyer's office or an accountant's office or something like that. Just if they just turn around, look across the street at the old Magna Trust building, all the attorneys and accountants that have their signage on the glass window. If they would have presented that, or still can, I'm sure there wouldn't be an issue. But they wanted this giant sign, and I'm not saying Alderman God is disagreeing with that, but it didn't look right at all. It was oversized by ordinance, and it wasn't for an office space. It was for if they were retail. It just didn't match.
And Anissa, you want to add
For
something? before-
clarification, there were 3 signs that were proposed, 2 of which were vinyl signs on the windows, and then 1 larger sign that was going to, they're effectively taking 2 spaces and making it into 1, so they wanted 1 big sign across the top. For clarification, the signs were actually within what they were allowed by the code. However, zoning board has the ability to state that they don't fit within the nature and the climate of the downtown special service area. They didn't feel that it was appropriate based upon the style of the signage and just the look of it and where it was going to be placed on the building. There was no discussion of the vinyl signage. So after talking to Alderman Elmore, Alderman Pusa, staff then also reached out to the alderman for the wards, Dr. Steele and Alderman Gah, and advised them as to what the discussion was. They have also spoken to the applicant. So the signage on the door is what staff felt was more appropriate, and in speaking to those who were present at the meeting after the fact, they felt it was appropriate as well, but they never discussed the ability to just go ahead and split up the request and to approve what was appropriate and to deny the larger sign.
Okay, so is anyone here tonight from Keller? Yes. Okay, okay. How are you? So, okay, so this might seem a little bit unfair to you, putting you on the spot, but if we can resolve something, I don't know if we can or not. Would you give your name, please? And
Yes, sir. Shantae Keller.
okay, and so I don't know if you caught part of it, but you apparently, you guys, were you at the zoning board meeting?
I was not. I was actually on vacation, but
That's
my
fine.
partner was here.
That's good for you.
Yes.
But I guess the question is, there was some question raised because it's in a service special control district, and there was some question about the size of the sign.
Right.
But it sounds like they were willing, without going back to the zoning board, they were willing, maybe Anissa, there was no issues with the signs, the decals on the window or type thing?
That is my understanding, based upon the conversation from Alderman Elmore and Pusa who were present. I was actually not present that evening, but in talking to staff after the fact, there was discussion regarding the fact that the decals were perfectly appropriate and they did meet the code requirements.
So, Mr. Harner, can we?
Is there still a desire to put the large sign?
There is a desire to put a sign up on the building. We're not a retail store either. I run a truck. I have semi-trucks. So this is strictly for dispatch, my 2 dispatches and myself, which is the administrator. So we don't have traffic coming backwards and forth. I just wanted to clarify that.
And you understand the area you're in downtown, that they've had over the years, a lot of different discussion about the size of signs. Or if we were to be able to tonight to approve the decals, could you sit down with them and maybe talk through the size of the sign and maybe come to some compromise?
Absolutely, if they would provide me with some sort of recommendation.
Well, I think we get between you and Anissa and the 2 aldermen of the ward, but this way, if it's possible,
So you would need a motion to approve
the window,
graphic
the vinyl,
signs and have a proper ordinance drawn, and then if and when that's approved, you would have a motion
push to an additional sign after it's modified.
refer the remaining matters to the zoning board for an amended application.
Is that okay with you?
That sounds great.
And Mr. Wigington?
All the years I spent on zoning, I just want to play the devil's advocate here. Are we setting a precedent that the council is making decisions on things that should actually go back to zoning? And this is actually a pretty simple situation.
The
But
council's-
I don't want us to see down the road where somebody comes up and says, shoulda, coulda, woulda, and I
Well-
made a mistake, and can we approve it outside of zoning?
Well, I
We
think-
we
I
have
think-
done
I think
this
we know-
before.
Yeah, we've done this before.
Okay.
And council has the final say.
Right.
Zoning, bless their hearts, but they are a body that recommends to the,
I thought the vinyl signs were part of the
They were a part of the
they
application.
were part of the application.
They were a
We're
part
just
of the
holding back on the
application.
one sign.
And rather than separate, they denied all when they could have separated. So basically what Alderman God was requesting and what Alderman Steele and Pusa and Elmore are requesting is to look at what was applied for and to go ahead and approve what is appropriate and allow them to go back to zoning board, which is what you're suggesting,
And kind of
with an amended
rediscuss.
application for the appropriate signage after working with staff and the aldermen.
So
from
we'll
the
come
board.
back to zoning.
It will go back to
The
zoning
big
board.
sign
That's
will go
what the-
back to zoning.
Okay, well, that's was,
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
but what we're asking here
I want to
tonight.
set a precedent here, that things don't go
Okay,
back to
I'm
zoning.
asking for a motion. Did we get one yet? I'm asking for a motion to approve the vinyl signs, which.
I'll make a
the
motion to
vinyl
approve
graphics,
these smaller vinyl graphics
window graphics.
on the windows,
Yes.
not
we-
the larger sign.
And do we have a second to approve that? Alderman Steele. And have the proper ordinances drawn?
And have the proper ordinance
Because
drawn.
we're going to have to change, that won't be voted on tonight, the ordinance, but we'll get this going. So, does everybody understand the motion?
Yeah.
We're going to modify the total request. This way, they have something they can get up as soon as the ordinance is drawn in 2 weeks. They can get something going before they get back to zoning because of the timeliness. That's usually a 30-day wait to get on the
And that'll come on
agenda.
zoning this month?
No, sir, because we've already advertised for zoning this
All right.
month. It will go on next month.
Yeah, but at least they can get something
But they'll
going.
have signage by then.
So, we got a second, motion by Goss, second by Steele. Everybody understand the motion? This is for the vinyl decals on the window only, to kind of get them started, and we'll send the other sign back to zoning. All in favor of, well, I don't think there's a problem. Let's have a roll call vote.
Kinsella.
Aye.
Pusa. Bittner. Randall. Tyler. Anthony. Ovian. Schaefer. Dintelman. Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Wygant. Elmore.
Aye.
Wiggington.
Aye.
Barfield. Hazel.
Motion carries. So we'll get moving. Anissa can explain further if you have other questions, but we'll get this going after, as soon as we get the ordinance back. Okay, so you hit it, Alderman Gah. We now need a motion to refer the remainder of this item back to the zoning board for amended application.
Okay,
Can
I'd
you
like to
still
make,
make that motion?
yes.
Okay,
I'd like
and
to-
do we hear a second? Alderman Steele happily seconds that motion. So at this time, we're just, per the advice of the city attorney, we're making a recommendation to amend this application and send it back to zoning for the additional work that needs to be done. All in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Nice to help a business where we can and still get things done appropriately. We go on to economic development. Oh, this is table. I need a motion to table 11B1, Mr. Kinsella. Will you consider that? So moved. Motion by Alderman Kinsella, second by Alderman Pusa, to table 11B1, which was dealing with the annexation per the public hearing that we tabled. All in favor of this motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The next one's administration. I'd like to ask for a motion to approve a lease agreement for temporary use of facilities with the American National Red Cross for property at number 2 Elm Drive, Belleville. Let me explain. Behind number 2 Elm Drive, engine house number 1 on Carlisle. Folks, if you're here for those items on, those of you with the zoning, it's still, there's a motion still, not that there's gonna be any problem coming up with the ordinances. So it's up to you, but I just wanna make sure you knew that. So the American Red Cross has a disaster program. I'm very familiar with it. Used to work with them 100 years ago. Seems like that. But anyway, we got together, and the executive director of the St. Louis chapter is here tonight. And Tom Poor and I and this young lady kind of worked out, this house is sitting empty, and we thought it'd be a good spot. But of course, anything we do, I always talk to our city attorney. He felt an agreement was needed there. There's not a whole lot of work that needs to be done. We're gonna do a little bit of painting and a few things to get it up for them, but they will run their disaster unit out of that residence that's sitting empty, and basically just had storage of some old breathing apparatus we need to sell or get rid of anyway, right, Tom? And some stuff like that. So it'll be a great deal to have the Red Cross back in Belleville after many years. It'll be a great partnership that, my belief for these people, we want to keep real close to us, because if we ever need them, we want to know where they're at. And right there at Firehouse number 1, we'll have our thumb right on them. So I'm excited about this partnership. So tonight I'm asking for a motion to approve 11C1. Alderman Wiggington, second by Alderman Hazel. Do I hear any further questions or discussion about this motion? I'd like to call for a roll call vote.
Pusa. Aye. Bittner. Randall. Tyler. Anthony. Ovian. Schaefer. Dintelman. Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Wygant. Elmore.
Aye.
Wiggington.
Aye.
Barfield.
Aye.
Hazel.
Aye.
Kinsella.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Mary Jane, you don't have to stay for the rest of the meeting. It was nice that you came over, but this is Mary J. Thompson, and she's the executive director of the Red Cross, and we look forward to working with you any way we can.
Well, thank you so much, Mayor Eckert. It's been a pleasure, and Chief Poor, we're very appreciative of everything you all are doing. The city of Belleville, it's appreciated. We respond. I open up our reports every morning, and we are here, and we're ready to respond. And the fact that you're responding in such a positive way to our need for a facility to stage our disaster operations out of is very much appreciated. So thank you all.
Thank you very much. And you guys can see in the agreement how we spelled it out. They are going to be responsible for the utilities, and we're not gonna charge them any rent. So it's all spelled out in there, but it's a win-win for everybody, and we just appreciate what the Red Cross does. And what she's referring to, knock on wood, and we hope it doesn't happen at the end of the week, but we haven't had to call them for many years for any severe weather. Once or twice in my term, but especially for the ice storm, I think they came out in '06, and maybe when the storms went through a few neighborhoods, but we've been fortunate. But where we do call them out regularly is for fire calls, when victims need assistance and when our firefighters in extreme heat or extreme cold need the beverages and the consideration for canteen. They come running faithfully, and we're very appreciative of that, so thank you. Okay, moving on. The next thing also comes from administration. I'd like to ask for someone to make a motion to amend the communications facility agreement with Vertical Bridge NTCF LLC regarding the tower at 111 South 6th Street, Belleville. Alderman Dillman made the motion, second by Alderman Puza. Any additions or questions about this? Roll call.
Bittner? Randall? Tyler? Anthony? Ovian? Schaefer? Dintelman? Gah? Steele? Wygant? Elmore? Wiggington? Barfield? Hazel? Kinsella? Pusa?
Motion carries. We go to communications. Is there any problem with reading these together, or do you have any preference?
Read them together.
I'll ask the city clerk to read them together.
12A, request from Cathedral of St. Peter to host their annual Food Truck Fest Saturday, September 29th, 2018, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Street closure request, West Harrison Street from South 1st Street to South 2nd Street and South 1st Street from West Lincoln Street to West Harrison Street, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Additional request of barricades, picnic tables, trash barrels, and placement of yard banners. 12B, request from Belleville Parks and Recreation Department to host Tour de Belleville, Friday, July 12, 2019, 8 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Street closure request, intersection of East B Street and North Douglas, 1 block north, south, east and west from intersections, 7:45 p.m. to 8:45 p.m. All other street closures are rolling along bike route. Additional request of barricades, no parking signs, trash toters, picnic tables, banquet tables, personnel and banners to be placed across East and West Main Street 1 month in advance. 12C, request from McElravy's Irish Pub, 3001 West Main Street to host their grand opening party on Saturday, October 6, 2018, during regular business hours of 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Music located inside and liquor will not be allowed outside after 10 p.m. per liquor license. Request to use the loading zone designated parking for customer parking for this event only. 12D, request from Blessed Sacrament School and Parish to hang banners on the 4 street light poles directly in front of school and church. 12E, request from Oktoberfest Committee to amend their original request approved on March 5th, 2018. Tent Company is setting up a 400-foot tent on West Main and are requesting to close West Main Street west of 159 to east of 2nd Street on the first block of North 1st Street, beginning at 10 a.m. on Thursday, September 20th, 2018, instead of the original approval of 12 p.m.
I'd ask for a motion to approve communications 12A, 12B, 12C, 12D, and 12E. Motion by Kinsella, seconded by Tyler. Any additions, questions? All in favor of approving these communications signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Debbie, I noticed you started sneezing when we had the Tour de Belleville. Did that trigger something off? Well, bless you. Okay, we're moving on. We have no petitions. We have no resolutions this evening. We go to ordinances, and I'd like to ask, is there any reason we can't read 15A through 15H as a group and by title only? Is that okay with everyone? So at this time, I'd ask for a motion to read ordinance 15, ordinance 8239, 8240, 8241, 8242, 8243, 8244, 8245, and 8246 by title only and as a group. Do I hear a motion by Alderman Wiggington, second by Alderman Pusa? Do I hear any additions or corrections? All in favor of that motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
15A, ordinance 8239, 2018, a zoning ordinance in regards to 45 August 18 Allen Sin. 15B, ordinance 8240, 2018, a zoning ordinance in regards to 46 August 18 Allen Sin. 15C, ordinance 8241, 2018, a zoning ordinance in regards to 47 August 18 Allen Sin. 15D, ordinance 8242, 2018, a zoning ordinance in regards to 48 August 18 Adrenaline Prince LLC. 15E, ordinance 8243, 2018, a zoning ordinance in regards to 49 August 18 Daniel and Robbie Fogarty Hayden. 15F, ordinance 8244, 2018, a zoning ordinance in regards to 51 August 18 Salinas Property Management Incorporated. 15G, ordinance 8245, 2018, a zoning ordinance in regards to 52 August 18 Lincoln Theater Incorporated. 15H, ordinance 8246, 2018, a zoning ordinance in regards to 53 August 18 Workman Stores.
Do I hear a motion to approve those ordinances, 82, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, and at last one being 82, 46? Motion by Alderman Schaefer to approve, second by Alderman Pusa. Any discussion on those ordinances read? Roll call.
Randall. Tyler. Anthony. Ovian. Schaefer. Dintelman. Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Wygant. Elmore. Wiggington.
Aye.
Barfield. Hazel.
Aye.
Kinsella. Pusa. Bittner. That's it.
Ordinance is passed. At this time, I'd ask for a motion to table ordinance number 8247. Motion by Kinsella, second by Pusa. All in favor of tabling that till the first meeting of October, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Unfinished business, Alderman Ovian.
What I wanted to bring up was, at the last meeting, we went ahead and spoke about the amusement ordinance that we went ahead and changed, allowing for salons to go ahead and do that place. One of the things I wanted to mention is salons and physical therapy people do not pay sales tax unless they go ahead and sell retail over the counter. So we're not really getting any revenue for the city. Once again, it's the city situation where the people are not basically paying fees to have a business license. Keep that in mind because we're gonna be running out of money before April 30th of next year. So I'm hoping that we can change and include those people that are not presently paying a city business license.
We are still have every intent to study that further. This was brought up during the discussion last year when we had business licenses and fees, some few increases, and we agree. But in the past, it's basically been number of ones that was just the habits of years ago, and restaurants and bars and ones that per our ordinances. But we're going to look into it. As I told you last meeting, it's just been such a crazy summer that we have not had a chance to study it. But we'll get the staff going on this, and then we'll send it to committee, and we'll have to do some conversation. And we got, budget time doesn't start till December. Our new fiscal year starts May 1st, and we're going to have to do it appropriately when the new licenses come due. So I'm not going to procrastinate forever, but we will get going in the next few months and start studying this and have some discussion in committees. Okay? So we note that. Any miscellaneous or new business? If we got the motor fuel claims in the amount of $47,866.47. Do I hear a motion? Elmore, second by God. Do I hear discussion on the motor fuel claims? Roll call.
Tyler. Anthony. Ovian. Schaefer. Dintelman. Gah.
Aye.
Steele. Wygant. Elmore. Wiggington.
Aye.
Barfield. Hazel. Kinsella. Pusa. Bittner. Randall.
Motion carries. We do not need to go in executive session tonight. We have nothing that's developed. At this time, I'd ask for a motion to adjourn. And all jump. Schaefer, second by Pusa. All in favor of adjournment, signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, you can stay.
Start your job yet?